Hey everybody, did I do it? I think I made it at 9. I have two different clocks here telling me 9:03 and 9:01, so I'm not real sure, but I'm pretty close. So that's pretty exciting for me. My kids stopped yelling down, so hopefully they're finally asleep. So tonight we're talking all about a back to school survival guide using essential oils and some other cool healthy tips to keep your kids calm and focused and healthy throughout this new school year. Hi Stephanie, hi Kristen, thanks for getting on tonight. So I'm gonna do 4 different Facebook Live videos just to keep them in chunks and keep it simplified in case you want to go back and watch a section. You don't have to watch the whole thing. And so in this first video, hi Mom, I'm gonna do a little bit of an introduction of myself, how to use essential oils, and some cool ideas for teachers. And so my name is Whitney Workins, if you don't know who I am, and I am an executive with Young Living Essential Oils. I am also a health coach, and I am a mom of 2 little boys. Gavin is 4 years old. He's going into preschool, and Kip is 2. So we still want to support Kip, even though he's not going to be in school, because Gavin will be bringing home all of those yucky germs from school, and we'll want to support his immune system as well, because the least amount of sick days that everybody has, the better. So I thought I would put on my storm shirt for this class tonight, and I talked to the school a little bit. I talked to a few of the teachers. And I have not gotten, hi Renee, I have not gotten definitive answers on the school's rules with essential oils. Sorry, I have my screen flipped, so it feels weird to push my hair this way, even though it's natural. It's just kind of not cooperating right now, driving me nuts. Anyway. So I have contacted the school, and I just haven't, they directed me to one of the nurses, and I haven't been able to get a hold of them yet. But we'll go through all that in just a little bit. So a little bit about myself. Like I said, I have 2 little boys, and I started using essential oils actually when Gavin was about 8 months old. So almost 3.5 years now. And I'm not gonna lie, it's interesting to learn it all. It's a little bit overwhelming, and you just have to take it one step at a time if you're new to them. Every single oil has so many different awesome, incredible uses that I'm still learning every day. Even on like lemon, I use it every day, but I don't necessarily know what it's doing to my body. I know that it's good, but I still don't know all the uses for it. So I've been using essential oils for about 3.5 years. I've been sharing them for about 2 now, and I've just really recently started actively pursuing this as a business. And I'm absolutely loving it, and I love helping other moms and just other people in general that want to start a healthier lifestyle. So essential oils are really, really incredible, and they can be used in so many different ways. I do want to emphasize that I only use Young Living's essential oils, and when I'm talking about oils, that's all I'm referring to, because that's all I know. Young Living is actually they are the world leader in essential oils. And I also want to make note that that is huge. That is, that's the reason that I will only use these oils on my kids. I won't use any other brand because quality in essential oils is not, what's the word? The FDA requirements are not good and they're not very well regulated. That's the word I was looking for. Regulated. They're not regulated well in the United States or throughout the country. So it could say 100% pure therapeutic grade on the bottle, but it really could just be 5% essential oil. That's all the FDA requires. So you really want to be careful and make sure that you're getting a good quality. So I also want to take note that I'm not diagnosing or prescribing. I'm talking about things that I have done through my experiences, and that these are my opinions. And I really encourage you to do your own research. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. So I'm going to go through real quick the 3 ways essential oils can be used. They can be used aromatically, which in a classroom, that's how you would be using them. Unless a student would bring their own essential oils in and talk to the teacher or the nurse or whatever your school's rules are. But as a teacher, you would just be either making room sprays or using your diffuser, because you wouldn't be able to just put them randomly on somebody's kids without their parents knowing. So you can use them topically, aromatically, and internally. So I've got a few things here. I'm going to put my phone down. I need to get a stand. Okay, so when you use an essential oil, this is spearmint, internally, the white labels are Vitality. So we can use these oils internally, and you could use, I like to use spearmint and just like hot tea, which is incredible. You can put it in a capsule to use it internally as well. Valor, I just used for topically. I put it on my neck and I was breathing it in. It smells really good and just put me in the right frame of mind to do this Facebook Live. And Purification is one that I really like to, I'm just going the wrong way for my screen here. Purification's really great one to use aromatically in the diffuser, especially if you have stinky feet or stinky sports equipment. Mom, I know you're a big fan of this one. So what you can do with Purification is, this will be like our first little tip. You could use it after recess once those kids come in, or after PE in your classroom. Mom's giving me lots of thumbs up here. She and I both will mix some Purification in with some water. And then we go spray shoes. And I know she has sprayed down football equipment and Tyler's shoes and just basketball, everything. Anything that stinks, take it to your kid's bedroom. It will absolutely like eat up the smell, and it won't smell like a locker room anymore. So that's a big deal. Another thing to take note, my uncle didn't believe that this would actually eat the smell. And I told him that we use it. I made a body wash for my boss because his wife hates the smell of the hogs. Guess what? The Purification in that body wash takes that right out of his pores. That's a pretty big thing to take out. I mean, that stuff stinks. So Purification is awesome. So you can use that aromatically, and it eats the odors. It doesn't just cover it up. Like I said, I'm still in the process of figuring out the protocol for essential oils at Bureau Valley. Every district has their own rules, and some will allow diffusers in classrooms and some won't. But there, like I said, there's other ways that you can utilize essential oils in school, even without a diffuser in your classroom. And I think the main thing about the diffusers are that the school just doesn't like that you have things plugged in constantly. But there could be other reasons behind it too. I did speak with a teacher from Princeton I think she's in the junior high. I'm really not sure. She's never really been told the rules, and so she told me that she just is going to diffuse until she's told not to. And I know that there have been some parents that want their kids to bring essential oils into the classroom because essential oils will last 2 to 3 hours before they're completely metabolized out of your body. So reapplication is going to be necessary during the school year or school day if your child is having problems with focusing or just being calm. So they might need to either take it to the nurse's station, go to the nurse when they need it, if that's okay with the nurse. From the story that I heard, the nurse wouldn't do it, so they ended up just taking that to the teacher, and the teachers were perfectly fine with just keeping it in their desks or letting the kids take them to their lockers, and they just knew that if they asked, they would let them go use that oil. So even, and this is a diffuser, by the way, if you've never seen one of these before. So what you do with this is you would plug it in, and here's the inside here. See this little red dot? You would fill this up with water to here, put a few drops of essential oil in here, and it's just like it's like a mini humidifier, really. But the big thing is that if you are going to use it in your classroom, you want to make sure that it's going to be a big enough diffuser that it's going to cover the entire space, so you're going to get the best coverage in your classroom. So if you cannot use diffusers, if you teachers like to use them for yourselves, you could drink them in your water all day long. Just make sure you have glass. You could wear, they probably make jewelry for men too. They have really cute like tassel earrings and necklaces that the women teachers could wear. You could use a very calming or just emotionally grounding oil on those, and that will like just completely calm you if your class is getting out of hand. I like to do that just when my 2 kids are getting out of hand, so I can't even imagine a whole classroom. So that's one way, is with jewelry. I've seen all different kinds of jewelry, from leather bands to like the tassel-y things. There's even like a locket where you can put a felt pad into and just sniff. You could recommend, maybe if you know that the parents use essential oils, they could get their kid a necklace or a bracelet or something like that. So if they need to be just smelling that to help them get through the day, that's another option as well. I have lime and orange vitality in my water. It's delicious. So another way I mentioned is to use a room spray. So you get a little squirt bottle and put some Epsom salts in the bottom, put a few drops of your choice of essential oil in there, shake it up, and then you could just, if I were a teacher, I would probably just assign a student of the week to go spray the room in the morning and right after recess, and that would be their job for the week. So you could have a few different blends, and So you could have one in the morning for energizing if you have a sleepy group of kids. Or you could have one that's called calm. So if they're just bouncing up the walls and they need to settle down, you could kind of calm their emotions by spraying that. Or you could also have one with some purification in it, like I just talked about, for after PE or after recess. Another way you could use them in the classroom is in ornaments. If you have like the clay ornaments or something like that, you could just put drops on. You can put them in the trash can. You can just really, you can put a drop of essential oil on anything and it's gonna smell and give you the aromatic benefits. You could make your own diffuser sticks, you know, those bamboo sticks that you put the liquid in and then it diffuses the oils that way. You could also even put it in Play-Doh for a kid's activity. So I remember in preschool, kindergarten, we would make homemade Play-Doh. You could easily add in essential oils in different scents to have a whole different lesson with that Play-Doh. And I have actually done that before, and I would put like Stress Away and orange and oils like that in it, and it was very, very calming for Gavin, which reminds me I probably should do that again. So those are some really simple ways that you can add them into a classroom. So some reasons why you might even want to use essential oils in your home and incorporate them into your lifestyle, not only for your kids but also for your health, is because everybody's stressed out. What happens when you're stressed out? Your immune system is suffering. There are so many toxic chemicals in our personal care products and our cleaning products, and every time we use that or put deodorant on or brush our teeth or lather ourselves in, God forbid, Bath and Body Works lotion that is filled with fragrance and parabens and all that stuff, bioaccumulation happens, and that means that the toxins are coming into the body faster than we can get rid of them. And when that happens, you can have hormonal imbalances, weight gain, mental fog, cancer could happen, any kind of inflammation, you could have pain, you could have fatigue, and the list just keeps going on and on. You could have endocrine disruptors, even neurological issues like there's just so many things. So, and children are actually potentially the most vulnerable to these toxic ingredients in household products. Not only are we using the same amount like we're exposed to as they are, think about it, they weigh less, their immune systems are and defense systems are not as well developed. Their respiratory airways are smaller in diameter, so they're getting more per their amount of tissue. And all of their body systems are still developing. So if you're adding toxins and it's just, they could easily get overloaded, and that can cause, like I said, just any of the above things. It could cause them to act out irrationally, not be able to focus, give them headaches, all that kind of stuff. So that is a very short description of why you might want to use essential oils in your home and in your classroom for yourself and for your kids, and for your husband, of course. Can't forget about your significant others. So that is going to complete my first video, and I'm going to end this one, and I'll start the second video in just a few minutes. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys.